It's no secret that Russell Wilson is a great quarterback who has achieved tremendous success on the football field. However, there's more to him and his story that everybody may not be as familiar with. Here are 10 things you didn't know about Russell Wilson. Drafted by 2 MLB teams. The 2012 NFL Draft was not the first time Wilson heard his name called in a professional sports league's draft. That honor came by way of the MLB, and it actually happened 2 different times. Wilson was drafted by 2 MLB teams in 2 separate drafts. The Baltimore Orioles took Wilson in the 41st round of the 2007 draft when he was coming out of high school, but Wilson decided not to sign with the team so he could attend North Carolina State University to play baseball and football. Another Major League Baseball team took their shot on Wilson in the 2010 draft as the Colorado Rockies drafted him in the 4th round. Wilson signed with the Rockies and played 2 seasons of minor league ball with the club, where he appeared in 93 games before dropping the sport to focus on his football career. He was only a 2-star recruit in high school. This narrative may sound familiar, but as a high school recruit, Wilson was viewed as too small to be a successful quarterback at the next level. As a result, he was labeled a 2-star recruit with only a handful of offers from D1 programs. Pretty crazy for a player who threw for over 3,000 yards and ran for another 1,000 yards his senior year of high school. Even with all of that production, college coaches would still ask Wilson's high school coach if he would be able to transition to defensive back in college. Wilson ultimately ended up choosing NC State because they believed in his ability to play quarterback. It's safe to say that he was underrated as a young prospect and proved talent evaluators and coaches wrong. And this wouldn't be the last time that happened with Wilson. Transferred from NC State to Wisconsin because of a fallout with his coach. As a 3-year starter for the Wolfpack, it was rather shocking when Wilson announced he would be leaving the program to transfer to the University of Wisconsin for his senior season. For years, Wilson kept relatively quiet about what drove him out of Raleigh, but he opened up about the story when giving a commencement speech at Wisconsin's graduation in 2016. He said, "The summer before my senior year of college, I'm playing minor league baseball. I called my football coach at NC State and said, 'Hey coach, I'd like to come back for my senior year.' He told me I wasn't coming back." That coach, Tom O'Brien, went on to tell Wilson that he's too small to play in the NFL, and there's no chance, no shot it would ever happen. So he should just give up and wouldn't see the field for NC State the following season. In order to keep his dream of making the NFL alive, Wilson packed his bags and headed up to Madison, Wisconsin. There, he ended up breaking the FBS record for overall passer rating in a season and led the Badgers to a Rose Bowl appearance. Only quarterback to start his career with 8 consecutive winning seasons. Whether it's a tough rookie season or a sophomore slump, most young quarterbacks' transitions to the NFL aren't that smooth. Early years typically involve poor numbers or bad team records, or sometimes even both. This was far from the case for Wilson. In 2019, he became the first quarterback in NFL history to lead his team to a winning record in each of his first 8 seasons. In those first 8 seasons, Wilson's record as a starting quarterback was an astounding 86-41-1. Wilson didn't miss a start for the Seahawks over that 8-year stretch, and based on how the 2020 season's already going, it's looking like it'll soon be 9 consecutive winning seasons for old Russell Wilson. He's never received an MVP vote. Widely reviewed as one of the best quarterbacks and overall players in the league, Wilson has never actually received an MVP vote. During Wilson's first 8 seasons in the league, there was a total of at least 19 players who received at least 1 MVP vote, but he was not one of them. Even after leading his team to the top seed in the NFC in 2013 and 2014, having the highest QB rating in the NFL in 2015, throwing the most touchdowns and rushing for the 2nd most yards of all QBs in 2017, Wilson still has never received a single MVP vote. This just provides another example of people underappreciating Wilson's skills and overall excellence. He's married to R&B singer Ciara. In July of 2016, the superstar quarterback tied the knot with singer-songwriter and model Ciara. The duo's first public appearance came at a White House state dinner in 2015, and Wilson popped the question in March of the following year. This is Wilson's second marriage, as he filed for divorce from his first wife in 2014. Ciara was once engaged to famous rapper Future, and they had a son together before ending the relationship. In April of 2017, Wilson and Ciara had their first child together, as their daughter, Sienna Princess, was born. The couple then welcomed their second child into the world in July of 2020, when Wynn Harrison was born. I guess winning is such a big part of Russell's life, he decided to name his firstborn after the action. He's part owner of the Seattle Sounders. Football and football. In the summer of 2019, Wilson and his wife joined Seattle-based rapper Macklemore as part owners of Seattle Sounders FC of Major League Soccer. The Wilson family and Macklemore were joined by Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella, while current majority owner Adrian Hanauer increased his ownership stake in the club as well. Wilson said, "When I got here in 2012, Seattle was a place that I felt I could call home forever. And obviously, because of the Seahawks, and now because of the Sounders, it makes that reality come to life. This city is a special place. The Pacific Northwest is a place we love, and we get to raise our kids here and have a lot of fun while doing it. We want to bring the best soccer players in the world right here to Seattle." Visit Seattle Children's Hospital every Tuesday. Whether he leads the Seahawks to a win or not over the weekend, Wilson can be found spending each Tuesday at Seattle Children's Hospital. Wilson said, "I went to children's hospitals at NC State and at Wisconsin. When I got to Seattle, whatever city I went to, I wanted to make a difference in that city in a way that meant something." Hospitals hold such a special place in Wilson's heart, as his mother was an ER nurse when he was growing up, and his father was a diabetic who tragically passed away from diabetes. So Wilson spent a lot of time in hospitals throughout his life. When talking about the time spent there, Wilson said, "It always was challenging to me, because you may not have many people around. You may not have many family members around. It might just be you. In a hospital, you feel alone sometimes." He's the shortest quarterback to ever win a Super Bowl. A major knock on Wilson coming out of college was his size, specifically his height. Various scouts and experts believed Wilson was too small or too short to be a winning quarterback at the next level. Well, the 5'11" Wilson showed those doubters that they could not have been more wrong about him, as he won the NFL's biggest game in 2014 by leading the Seattle Seahawks to a Super Bowl victory over the Denver Broncos in Super Bowl 48. Looks like the only size that was relevant here was Wilson's ring size. Wilson's a devout Christian. At the age of 14, Wilson claims he found religion after Jesus came to him in a dream. According to Wilson, he had a dream where his dad passed away, and Jesus came into his room and told him he needs to find out more about him. The quarterback went to church the following Sunday and has been a devout Christian ever since. Wilson has gone on to talk about how his faith helped him mature when he was younger, and he often thanks God for giving him his talent on the football field. So, there you have it, 10 things you didn't know about Russell Wilson. What do you guys think? Is Russell Wilson up for a shot at MVP this year? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And make sure to turn on post notifications. As always, you're watching Nonstop Sports. We'll catch you next time.